Withdrawal of troops from civil duties. Nigerians have been reacting with mixed feelings over the federal government's recent decision to withdraw the military from the various theaters of operation around the country. While some of these deployments in the northeast, northwest, Niger Delta and North Central were necessary because of the nature of the security threats, some were seen as misplaced since they were assignments constitutionally reserved for the police. There was undue militarization which spread our armed forces too thin and exposed. Now, our troops in the past 4 years used to doing mainly police work, while many police officers were relegated to serve VIPs and those who could pay for police escorts. Anyways, let me ask from our panelists, let me leave the script alone. Withdrawing the military, from assignments that should have ordinarily been the responsibility of the Nigerian police. Do you think that's a wise move, seeing that the majority of the populace have somehow lost faith in the Nigerian police? What do you say, Chief of Force?
I feel for the first instance that was it really right for us to deploy
the troops in the first place?
If it wasn't right, why did we do it? And you also agree with me that what we used to have as police in the past is now the capacity of the police in the past is what the capacity of the military now have. Okay, now our military obviously cannot, when there is any external aggression from where we are right now, I don't think whether we can withstand any external aggression. So the police, as the police being a toothless bulldog now, has been relegated to the background, and they make the military. Now, my own question is, how effective has this military operation been in the first place? How effective have it been? We hear of attacks from the northeast, from Yobe, every day. Recently, I think Brutai actually said that the resurgency from the Boko Haram is just like a last kick of a dying horse. I beg to disagree. These are the things that they've been saying. Nigerians like to copy US. The day Trump said is withdrawing troops from Syria, we have to also do something to follow suit, to withdraw our own without preparedness, without being prepared for anything. I think I don't think it is right to withdraw troops now, because those areas are still there's
still a vacuum. Okay, all right, Prince Chilaka.
I want to go a bit down memory lane to remember where this whole thing started up. It started in 2010, I think, when Hejrika was then the Chief of Army Staff, and he deployed 17,000 soldiers to Imo, Abia, Niger Delta, mostly. Why? Kidnapping, militancy. After that, in 2010, we had the issue of Borno, more soldiers were deployed. Now, between 2010 and today, we know that 28 states out of 36 are militarized. There's no joke about it. You're traveling from here to the south, it's from Onitsha, Head Bridge, to Aba. You will see different military checkpoints. What are they there for? You see, let us say that they have tried in the northeast. But what are they doing in the south and southeast? Maybe now, all of a sudden, because of the misadventure they've had in Odi, where's the other place? Zakibiam and Onitsha, and then the recent one in Ayako Roma in the Niger Delta. I guess those are things that are beginning to make them realize that people are also losing faith in the military, just like we've lost faith in the police. Now, if the insurgents is still in the northeast, where you should have deployed soldiers to, and you don't do that, and you want to withdraw, and you're not sending the police who probably are not well equipped, then I don't know. I really do not know how Mr. President takes decision when it comes to security of this country. I really don't know. And I keep saying, Mr. President needs to sit back and take a second look at the security architecture.
I get what you're saying, but can we look at it from the other side of it? We are not a nation at war. Why would you militarize 28 states out of 36 states in the first place. I get it. There are security concerns in most of the states. But ordinarily, the police should have been able to, you know, to have taken care of all of this.
Are you asking the police to take care of it? Are they trained? Are they equipped? Where would they get the, you understand now? Where would they get, if you ask them to, the issue is this. I have said it all over, wherever I go. We don't need military to man our checkpoints. One, we don't need military. Even during the elections, the problems we had in Kogi State, in Bayelsa State, even in River State, were caused by military. Now, look at this issue. Actually, I just came back on Tuesday. You talked about Onitsha. From Ore down to Omaya, I can count a number of checkpoints. You mention the police, you mention the military, you mention the custom, you mention the local government, you mention the kidnappers, they are all there. All of them having a toe on the people you are protecting. Actually, some of these policemen, because they have nothing to do, they have been asked to go to where their pants will be powdered. That's carrying handbags and things like that. Leaving their constitutional responsibilities. So we don't need them. Actually, let us balance it, let us be realistic. I was told now that even those,
they will need military.
Yeah, even those that travel at night, they are safe because the military are still there. But leave them with the police, you will get another story. So we still need them, but let it be checked. Let them redeploy some of them to Sambisa. Let them go and rescue this our young lady that is there. So that is why we need them. But that does not mean that they should be completely withdrawn from our rules because they still play a vital role.
Chief of Force, you were saying.
I think the reason why all of these things are happening, the deployment of military for internal crisis, is because of bad leadership. See, patience. See, when people are hungry, when you see a fellow man like you flying private jet and you can barely feed, there's tendency to do some other things. Someone will say, why are you not doing it? And I said, no, not everyone have my temperament. You can't have my own patience, my own level of patience that I have. Do you understand? So if Nigeria, like President Buhari said, he came to rescue Nigeria, and I have not seen anything. He just have 3 years left. And I don't think all the things he promised us is going to do it in these 3 years. So that means it's same story, same thing, and the rest of it. Even the insurgency that he came to fight, nothing has happened.
It's not fighting.
So I feel that when we begin to have good leadership is accountable to the people, all of these things will disappear.
No, I read a place where late Chief Obafemi Awolowo said, the children of those people you receive to educate today will stand and fight against your children tomorrow.
Okay.
And that is what is happening.
Let me just say
quickly,
this.
Sir.
I believe that the Nigerian police can actually provide security. I remember in the 80s when I was still in school, the mere sighting of a policeman, a typical area boy would disappear. Today, the policeman will be there. The area boy will even be poking his fingers into his eyes.
Yes.
The IG and all the commissioners have been coming on air to say the policeman has no right to search your phone. How many policemen on the checkpoints are listening to that? We need to reduce the number of policemen attached to so-called VIPs. Let these policemen go and do what they are employed to do, not being attached to individuals. This is where the problem really lies. We need to do that for this security network to work in this country.
Okay, let's look at a couple more messages before we call it a day. Moses from Egbeda says, my concern is Peter Obi, who benefited from the Supreme Court, was among the people that protested yesterday. What a pity. All right, Ugo from Ikorodu says, I'm glad to see that we can still have a platform like this in our Nigerian media, where people call a spade, because there seems to be a gag on the media these days. Thank you, ma. Nigeria should get ready for 2023 election as the Supreme Court takes over from INEC. Thank you, Ugo, for your message. Shola from Abeokuta says troops should be replaced to relieve the ones in the front line. Is a normal military exercise. I'm against the withdrawal of troops. We're not talking about troops at the battlefront, you know, being withdrawn. That's not
what we're talking about. Those
exactly
the areas that were tensions.
Yes, before now, you know, all of those Operation Lafi Adole, Operation Crocodile.
I went to Gambia. Let me tell you something. I went to Gambia and I spent 1 week. And I didn't sight a single policeman in the resort that I stayed. And I can tell you, if you go to a brothel in Lagos, the policeman is there as a security officer. That's how bad it is.
Like I said before, we are not a nation
of war. Civil.
When you see military all around you everywhere,
very polite.
It's a bad thing now. It's all right for the people.
Don't you guys commit crime in your country?
Okay, Ebere from Enugu says Nigeria police are not working but stealing from the people. Police now stop people and ask you to open your phone to go through your chats. They need to be called to order, please. All right, a few more. Many Nigerian police are only concerned of cyclists 50 naira, especially in Benue. Alex sent that one in. Good day, patience. The IG should redeploy all rank and file of police officers in Lagos. The mass raiding is for making money. None of those people paraded are criminals.
None.
Solomon from Shasha. Okay, this other one says Nigeria police are working to support. They forget they should be tax force collectors, not police officers. Regardless of the observed shortcomings of the police personnel, those arrested can still be interrogated to determine those who are innocent from those with criminal tendencies. I agree with you, Tokpai from Ikorodu, but the thing is, you don't randomly pick people up, then you parade them before the media before you now begin to investigate. That is like going in reverse motion. You must have done your investigation. People you parade to the media, people that you know you have a strong evidences against. They have investigated their case. Exactly. Innocent. A police can pick me up now, put me on TV, and somebody who doesn't even hear the story, they conclude I'm a criminal. That's wrong. Exactly.
Did you follow the news yesterday? 98 young boys were paraded by EFCC.
Yes. Suspected fraudsters.
So, I mean, you don't do media persecution. It's the worst thing you can do to anybody.
The problem we have is that Mr. President has constantly refused to remove this
services.
All right, our time is fantastically up, like I like to say. Lastly, Sonny from Kano says, hi, boss. Welcome back, Auntie P. Now, wow, Nigeria police now arrest people like fishes in the river and then starts to do selection by buying your freedom. Sonny from Kano. All right, still on the issue of withdrawal of military from civil duties. According to William Adama, there's a reason why you separate the military and the police. One fights the enemy of the state and the other serves and protects the people. When the military becomes both, then the enemies of the state tend to become the people. Food for thought today. Thank you so much, everybody.
That's the truth. Thank
you, Prince Chilaka.
Thank you, Patience.
Thank you, Mazi.
It's my pleasure.
Quickly, 5 seconds. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I was trying to say that when the person who's supposed to guide you begin to attack you, when dog is giving me to kill, is giving meat to protect, then the dog is eating it. So what do you do?
Thank you, Mazi.